Not every voice is meant to entertain. Some voices are meant to warn, some are meant to guide, and some exist only to remind us of what truly matters. In the history of African highlife music, many names are remembered for celebration and rhythm, but there was one voice that chose reflection over incitement, meaning over movement, and truth over applause. Celestine Ukwu did not sing to distract people from life. He sang to bring them face to face with it. His music was low, not because he lacked energy, but because wisdom does not rush. In every melody, there was patience. In every pause, there was intentions. And in every song, there was a message waiting to be understood. This is not the story of a loud star. It's the story of a thoughtful man, a musician who turned high life into a mirror, facing listeners to look inward. This is the story of Celestine Okun.
Celestine Ukwu's career was not built on spectacle, it was built on substance. At a time when highlife music thrived on energetic brass, fast tempos, and crowded dance floors, Celestine Ukwu made a deliberate choice to slow things down. His sound was stripped of excess. The guitar spoke gently, the rhythm moved patiently, the voice carried weight. He believed music should do more than entertain, it should educate. Celestine Uku's song explored the human condition. He sang about the uncertainty of life, the temporary nature of wealth, the danger of pride, and the quiet power of humility. His music felt less performance and more like conversation, one person speaking honestly to another. Listeners often describe his songs as heavy, not because they were difficult to hear, but because they carried truth.
They required attention. You could not play his music in the background and ignore it. His song demanded listening. While many musicians chase popularity, Celestine Ukwu accepted solitude. His audience was not always large, but it was loyal. Elders respected him, thoughtful listeners admired him. Those who understood life struggles find comfort in his voice. He never rushed success. He never diluted his message. He never adjusted his sound to fit trend. Yet, despite his originality and influence, the reward of the music industry did not favor him. The era offered little protection for artists who chose depth over mass appeal. Financial returns were limited. Recognition was often delayed or incomplete. Still, Celestine Ukwu remained consistent. He continued to release music that spoke honestly about life. He documented human experience through melody, leaving behind songs that aged not with time, but with understanding. His career was not loud, but it was enduring. Some losses are not announced loudly, they arrive quietly and stay forever. Celestine Ukwu's life came to an end earlier than expected. His death marked the sudden silence of a voice that had spent years explaining life with patience and clarity. There were no grand ceremonies at the time, no widespread tributes, no industry reflection, just absence. His passing exposed a painful truth, one that repeats itself too often in the story of African music. Those who give wisdom to society are not always protected by it. Many artists of his generation labored without security, without recognition, and without support. Celestine Ukwu left behind music richer than the reward he received while alive. His death became a reminder that value is not always measured correctly in its own time. But something remarkable happened after his passing. People began to listen differently. Songs that once sounded reflective now felt prophetic. Messages about humility and life uncertainty gained deeper meaning. His music, once quiet, grew louder in memory. In death, Celestine Ukwu gained what life had denied him: recognition through understanding. A voice does not die when the body is gone. It dies only when it's forgotten. Celestine Ukwu is no longer here to sing, but his voice remains. It remains in the pause between notes. It remains in the patience of his melodies. It remains in every listener who understands that music can be more than sound. In a world that celebrates noise, his music still teaches silence. In a time obsessed with speed, his songs still move slowly. And in an age chasing fame, his legacy reminds us that meaning lasts longer than attention. Celestine Ukwu did not live loudly, but he lived truthfully, and that truth still speaks.